Kevin O'Leary joins with us this morning. Kevin, this is new fee, $100,000 for an H-1B visa. Does that make America less competitive?
You know, I've spoken on this policy. I don't like it. And I'll tell you why. You have to differentiate between a company abusing the policy for reducing labor costs versus one that's trying to start out and compete. Because right now, in the area of AI, for example, AI engineers, as you well know, Stuart, have been offered hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars by companies to come over because there's so few of them. We've already hired everyone we've got in the United States. And so for that area of that policy, we want to attract them into the U.S. They create jobs. And so to make a blanket statement that every H-1B visa is being abused is not correct. It's just wrong. And so I want to make sure that companies that can afford it, and if you think Apple or Amazon is abusing it, okay, I get it. And just by flagging the policy, you're going to make them comply. But to make it a blanket deal so that we can't get the best and the brightest into this country, regardless of what planet or country they're from, and make it impossible for a startup to afford them, that is a mistake. And I think that reduces innovation and that reduces competition long term. I don't like it.
Kevin, I'm going to change the subject for a second. Disgraceful behavior, that's my opinion, disgraceful behavior from the crowd at the Ryder Cup. Rory McIlroy, Europe's star player, blew up at the crowd after being heckled aggressively. They threw beer at Rory's wife. Justin Rose yelled at Bryson DeChambeau's caddy after he walked in front of a putt. Kevin, I found that crowd behavior a disgrace. What say you?
You know, I watched that story, and I also was disturbed because golf is such a gentleman's game on both sides of the pond. The rules are understood, including the crowd being quiet when a player executes his or her shot. That was also abused. There was all kinds of heckling going on, which is what made Rory explode in the first place. And he said some abusive things which were very un-golf-like. But it also showed how competitive this was. The Ryder Cup is now gone for another 2 years back to Europe, and we didn't cut it. We didn't make it. We picked up a little bit domestically, but there was no way coming back from such a huge gap from the first rounds. But for golf fans, and I'm one of them, although I'm a crappy golfer, I understand why I love the sport, because of the unwritten rules, and they were abused yesterday. I have a bad feeling about it, as you do.
Okay, good. I'm going to change the subject again. Vice President J.D. Vance says he's confident the U.S. has successfully separated TikTok from China's parent company, ByteDance. Watch this.
I believe that north of 80% of the company will be owned by the American investors and their partners. This is not something where the Chinese or any Chinese entity has a large stake at the table. So I feel very confident that we have successfully separated this company from TikTok Global and actually made it so that we can control people's data security. We can ensure that the algorithm is not being used as a propaganda tool by a foreign government, and that fundamentally we allow people to access this tool and this application that a lot of Americans love.
Kevin, is that accurate? 30 seconds on whether TikTok really has been separated from China.
It hasn't been separated yet, but he should know. He's had the file. His chief of staff did this deal, and they were pretty good at getting it done. At least they got Xi to agree to sell it. How you actually separate the algorithm and the source code is now in the finer details. I believe that before this is over, somehow we should figure out a way to take of this $14 billion purchase price, maybe $500 million to $1 billion of it, and allow the people that have made their living on TikTok, American families, a chance to buy into this deal. Yeah. The Jobs Act provides for it, and we could do a special purpose vehicle to make sure, but I think they should be part of the deal. And then it's going to be Oracle's task to make sure the code is compliant. Remember, there's a huge hammer on this, a fine of $5,000 per account for every day you're offside. That's about $800 billion. So one way or another, Vance is going to be right. This is not going to be Chinese spyware.
Well, that's good news. Kevin O'Leary, great stuff. Thanks for joining us this morning, Kevin. See you again soon.